The international break gives a football fan two options. You can either sit and cry and wait for elite club football to return, or embrace the difference and enjoy different action in both domestic and international football. And that's why non-league day was created, as today we are off to a huge clash in the 5th tier. Eastleigh are a club that many feel are punching above their weight, although with Football League ambitions themselves, they do not want to be sat as near to the drop zone as they are. And Forest Green Rovers had their years in the sunshine, eventually reaching the 3rd tier before falling back into the National League. It's a big day ahead of unfiltered football action as Eastleigh take on Forest Green Rovers. Right, hello. Hayden from the future here, and we've got some exciting news here at Unfiltered Football. We've partnered with the Groundhopper App to bring you guys some pretty exclusive benefits, and honestly, these are brilliant. These are actually fantastic. And if you're like me, you're a bit of a football groundhopper, you know, you may have been to many grounds before and used different apps before, like so Footballogy, My Grounds potentially. But these apps really, they often feel cluggy. They're often a bit like, you hate actually using them because you feel like the developer hasn't touched them since about 2012. This app though, it just changes. It blows everything I've ever used before out of the water. It is absolutely extraordinary. I'll explain it to you in a second, but honestly, it is fantastic. Right, let's go through this game now then. So, searching up eventually, Silver Lake Stadium, there it is. It still pops up. When was the visit? Bosh, look at the bottom there. It comes up. How was it? Well, I personally really enjoyed it. Without giving too much away, you may have already seen the score a little bit over there. I gave it a 3 stars, I think I did. Or was it 4? Anyway, really entertaining game. Yeah, it was really fun. Let's put it that way. There we go. Save visits. Bosh. New stadium unlocked. Silver Lake Stadium. And the best part about it all is we've got a deal here for those of you watching on Unfiltered Football. So we've got 3 months for effectively £5 of the pro version of this app. And it is, honestly, trust me, it is absolutely sensational. If you want all the features I've just done, make sure you click on the link in the description to get your £5 for 3 months deal. All that then in terms of the 3 teams of the South
goal for Forestry moment, scored by number 44, Martin Gamble. Goal scored for Forestry, number
We just knew it. I just knew.
Forestry moment 4.
Well, that was pretty decent, wasn't it? I thought, as always with the ground at Eastleigh, you know what you're getting. It's a very good stadium, certainly for that level, and probably, to be fair, is ready to make that step up into being an EFL ground. Obviously, you know, this season very much is about consolidation, about staying in the National League for the Spitfires. But if they can eventually get, you know, that elusive promotion, which seen the likes of Bromley, Sutton, they've all had the chances at going up into League Two from the National League, and for the first time in their history. So who knows indeed. Forest Green, though, they're a good example of that as well. And yeah, didn't quite seem to be going their way at all in the first half. I thought they started the game really well. Eastleigh got the first goal, and it really spooks out Forest Green, it felt a lot, but Eastleigh, when he down there at the bottom of the table, they certainly didn't help themselves out with a lot of mistakes, a lot of just really sloppy passes, allowing Forest Green back into it when there was a period after Eastleigh scored the 2 goals where you thought, okay, this should be a pretty convincing home win for the Spitfires. That didn't happen. Forest Green got back into the game, took their chances, and to be honest, deservedly got 3 points. And it's fair to say Robbie Savage enjoyed himself at the end. So yeah, as always, thanks very much for the support on this video. Make sure you're subscribing to not miss any of these sort of videos. It doesn't cost you a penny, but really helps me out. And I shall see you guys in next week's video. Adios.